Goats in a bad way. Your favorite segment of the week, Wild Card Edition, Super Wild Card Edition. You're up.
Well, I'm going to go with Mike McCarthy to lead off that one. Just the way the game was handled, the way the Dallas Cowboys played. Again, I know they were there with a chance to throw the ball into the end zone and all of that, to maybe win the football game, but really were outplayed throughout. And then to cry about the refereeing and all of that, and then the way the game was handled at the end. I mean, just none of it looked good to me. At home, playoff loss. Yeah, I mean, I want to, put really McCarthy and Dak Prescott kind of in that same box together, whether the way they handled the end of the game and really their press conferences too.
And absolutely, as we discussed previously with the comments about throwing debris at the officials, I'll go Kliff Kingsbury for all reasons discussed in the first 45 minutes of the program. The Cardinals completely outmatched, completely outclassed, and completely fell apart after starting 10-2. It's the trend that is well established, and Kingsbury is the guy who's in charge of it. And if I were him, I would be checking my phone constantly to see when the call from Michael Bidwill is coming. Go.
Yeah, he'll be a little nervous, no doubt. Well, how do I not go with, the sideline judge or Jerome Bogert from the Cincinnati Raiders playoff game with the, inadvertent whistle? I mean, again, the referee crew, 345 Park Avenue, I don't know, all of it. Just that, hey, it's playoffs. Hey, it's one of the first big moments of the game. Whoa, guess what? In the year where we talk about the referees screwing up a lot, they screwed up the first biggest moment of Super Wild Card Weekend. And that was just an absolute crap show. So they deserve to be on this draft. Welcome to Goats in a Bad Way.
And then lied about it.
Lied about it, right.
Walt Anderson lied to us about it. We got to call it what it is. Walt Anderson lied to everybody. They heard the whistle after the catch was made. That is a blatant lie. Yeah. Bill Belichick. That's mine. Bill, my God.
Right.
My God. Bill.
The Belichicks.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Well, all the Belichicks. No drives ended in anything other than a touchdown or a kneel down for the Bills on Saturday night. Never happened before in the NFL. Never would have dreamed it would have happened to Bill Belichick coach team.
This is where it gets a little tough. I do think of Jalen Hurts. But again, that was a game where I worried about it. I kind of expected it that they wouldn't be able to run, and now the pass game wouldn't look good. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna echo one that you kind of already picked, but just go a little different. Kyler Murray. I am. Just again, the way it looked last night was a little concerning. And hey, I expect more than from Kyler Murray. He's in that rarefied class of, some people think he's a top 5 quarterback, definitely a top 10 quarterback, weapon, supposed to do something in a game like that last night to go, wait, he'll make a play to change the momentum, get things going in the right way. It was never that. Of course, it was a horrible interception. It was inaccurate throws, 0 for 9 on third downs. That's quarterback down. And he looked very small and overwhelmed in the pocket in the football game at times last night. And that was scary, and I expect more from him for sure.
Somebody just emailed me. Remember how you were saying how big these NFL players are when you see them in real life, and you're taller than Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
That really does put it in perspective. Right. Last one for me, and even though they won, Jimmy G did everything he could to keep the 49ers from winning. And I've got 3 to test out. Dr. Jimmy and Mr. Hide Your Eyes. That was submitted by a reader.
Right.
Dr. Jimmy and Mr. High and Outside, which I kind of like.
That is good.
Or the one that I used yesterday, Dr. Jimmy and Mr. Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife. I think that's the one I'm sticking with since that's the one I came up with.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.